Good evening, and welcome to Galactic Daily News, the very late edition. Yeah, I know, I haven't been updating you guys, and I apologize for that. A lot of it is just sheer fatigue, to be quite honest. Lately, the last few days, it's, been sleep for an hour, and stay awake for an hour, and sleep for an hour, and stay awake for an hour, and go to sleep for 8 hours, and wake up in the morning, and start the whole cycle over again. Interrupted by, 4 hours of dialysis every couple of days. I mean, other than that, I'm feeling okay. If you followed my Facebook feed at all, you'll notice today I was feeling a little loopy. Most of that's because of the medication I take for my restless leg. It makes me feel loopy. And, it's partly to blame for the whole sleep cycle, too. It doesn't put me to sleep, but when I get to sleep, I stay there because of the meds. So, but yeah, medically, things are going fine. Mostly. I mean, my stats are good, but you guys will have noticed that they've been stabbing me in my arm instead of using the catheter. That's because eventually they're going to take the catheter out. Stabbing me in my arm was always the plan. I just didn't think that it would hurt so much because they use such large gauge needles. I get a shot, or in the past when they've had to take blood, it hurts a little going in, but I can bear it, and then, the holes heal up within hours. You can't even tell where the shot was, or the blood draw was. Now, I don't know if I can put this at an angle where you guys can see it, but there's a picture on my Facebook page. But yeah, now, I mean, hell, these were done 2 days ago, or more. Some were done 4 or 6 days ago, and they're still, I still got holes where they put the needles in. And so they've got to do a different place every time within the same 6-inch area. So it's fun and exciting, guys. It doesn't hurt while the blood's being drawn or pumped back in. It just hurts like hell when they stick me with the needle. And apparently they're going to go to larger gauge needles the next time. So that's going to be fun. Might as well stab me with a short sword. They give me a numbing cream that's supposed to apply to the area about an hour or two beforehand. And that, it's lidocaine and something else cane in a cream form, and I put that on there, and it's supposed to numb the area so that it doesn't hurt so much. Yeah, if that numbing cream is working at all, I'm really glad I'm using it, because otherwise I'd probably be screaming in pain. As it is, I do yell some. And the nurses are all like, "We're sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." While I'm going, "Ah!" and stamping my leg on the floor, because I can't move the arm while they're doing it. God forbid I do that, and I just have to do it again. So I stamp my leg on the floor, or my foot on the floor, and use my other hand to swat the chair, the arm of the chair. So, but then, for the next 4 hours, I'm sitting there peacefully. Can't move the arm they've stabbed, so doing any writing is out of the question, because I can't type with only one hand. And it's hard to open things with only one hand. Because usually, these days, I'm bringing a sandwich along and maybe a couple of breakfast bars. And the breakfast bars are too hard to get open with, using my teeth. So I've got to find another way to do that. The sandwich is in a Ziploc bag, which I can open with just one hand, usually. But it's a pain in the ass. So generally, I just turn on some tunes on the old iPhone or a podcast, and sit there and listen to that, or watch something stupid on TV. Apparently, I've been catching up on Supernatural. Yay. I watched the first 6 seasons of that, and then I kind of got tired of it because it was the same thing over and over again. Nothing new. But now it's on TNT, I think, season 7 through whatever they're at now. So I watch that, or occasionally NCIS, because that's on too. Which I hate the fact that I'm, sitting there watching TV and not doing something productive for 4 hours, but what can you do? And then I come home, and I'm tired, because apparently just the simple act of dialysis tires me out. Don't ask me why. So I come home and sleep for another couple, 3 hours, again, not being productive. So there's a lot I'm not productive in these days. Been working on my game, and the novel that's in my head, creating characters for the novel, using the game, because it's set in the universe of my game, so my Stellar Quo universe. So it's slow going, because the character generation for my game, which is based on the old Traveler game, is long and involved. But by the time you're done, you've got a pretty well skeleton at least of your character. It's right there, and you can flesh out the little bits here and there in their history. But you've got a history of them going, sometimes 30, 40, 50 years. So that's good. Stormy was around this weekend. She helped with the cleaning somewhat. And she left before things got too soppy. It was one of those weekends where, and I don't mind this, please don't get the idea that I mind it at all. But it was one of those weekends where she came along full of plans and bright ideas to do stuff, and then spent most of the time asleep on the couch. I don't know why she's tired all the time. I think it has to do with depression, and it just feeds her depression. So I let her do that for a while, because, and I told her this weekend, I don't care if she does anything. I don't care if she talks to me, in fact. But just the simple fact that there's another being in the house makes me feel not so lonely. If she spends most of her time on the couch, if she's not sleeping, she's watching silly videos on YouTube or doing something on her computer. And that's fine. That's fine. Every once in a while, she'll wander here into the office, check on me. I'll wander into the living room, check on her. But, this weekend, she started getting all depressed because she wasn't doing anything. Now, my solution to that has always been, and it's always been this way with her, excuse me, well, get up and do something. Don't sit there and cry because you haven't done anything all weekend. Get up and do something. Because the things that I'd like you to do don't take long. Wash dishes, 10 minutes. Vacuum the living room, 15. Vacuum the kitchen, another 15. Vacuum, a lot of vacuuming involved, as you can tell. That's because I got a fuzz generator. And she does her laundry, which is great, but then generally that's all she does. But she did get up eventually, and she did all the things I asked her to, all within an hour of leaving. Which is generally how it goes. She's like, oh my God, I need to get home so I can go to bed, so I can get up early for work in the morning. And at the last minute, she runs around trying to do everything, and then leaves. Anyway, on the financial front, currently, I've got $360 in the GoFundMe account. So I need to get 1,000 by the 5th, so that I can pay rent, utilities. Then the utilities include internet, cell phone, electric and water, which are all one bill. Again, I'm pleading for your help. Any little bit will help. I'm going to make an appointment. Today's Sunday, and tomorrow is Labor Day, so I'm going to have to, I can give them a call Tuesday. Make an appointment to talk to the people at SSI. I'm going to go down there. I figure if I can't get somebody to take me down there, apparently the Greensboro bus runs right by there. So I need to get a hold of the Hitran schedule, the MTA schedule, which is the bus that runs between Greensboro, High Point, Winston, and the High Tran schedule. High Tran, Greensboro, MTA. So I need to get hold of all three of those schedules. I can probably find them online. So maybe I'll do that once I get done with this. And once I do that, I can probably schlep my way down there, I hope. So I got to make an appointment, and then I got to figure out the schedule. Sometimes it would be so much easier if I drove, had a car of my own. And I know a lot of people are like, well, why don't you? There are reasons why I don't drive, and I don't want to go into them here. It's a longer story than I really care to get into at this point. And, generally, I've been, up until I got sick, I was able to, live my life without having to drive, without having to worry about driving, which probably saved me thousands in car payments, insurance, and gas, and whatnot. One of the reasons I moved here was to be close to my job, so I could walk to work if I needed to. I can take buses and cabs and Ubers, oh my, to places I need to go. If I need to go grocery shopping or whatever. Hell, when I started making my first medical appointments, when I started feeling ill, I made sure I chose a doctor's office that was within Uber distance. Or taxi. I think I was taking taxis at the time. I've graduated to Ubers. They're just as price is about the same, and they're much more reliable. I call the taxis around here. Oh, we'll be there in 20 minutes. An hour and a half later, I'm still waiting around. I call Uber. At most, it's 30 minutes. And then they tell you exactly, on the app, you can tell exactly where the Uber is in relationship to you and how soon he's going to be here. It runs a little off most of the time because the drivers don't do exactly what the app expects them to do. I've seen I say, a driver will be there in 6 minutes. Great, and I can see where he is. And then for the next 15 minutes, he doesn't move. But they're still generally a lot more reliable than taxis. So, that's something I probably should send something to the Uber folks about. But anyway, or maybe just put that in my reviews, because you can give them a review. But I'm half afraid to give them a bad review because we'll get the same driver again. They probably won't. Anyway. So yeah, up until I was sick, I didn't have to worry about that. But then the clinic that I ended up at, it was out in Greensboro, so I had to find the first 30 days they were treating me, I had to be there every day. Thank God for Jeff, who if he didn't take me, he arranged for somebody to take me and pick me up, because I was there from 8 in the morning until 4 or 5, 6 at night, depending. So for 30 days, had to do that. And then every 2 weeks, I had to be out there for, tests and whatnot. One for Jeff. That wouldn't have happened. So, now Jeff's not so available because he just started a new job. And, I'm sure he would, be willing to take me. I don't want to interfere with his new job. Because the first few weeks that you're at a job are very, very important. And I don't want him to be taken off every few days to schlep me to one place or another. So I haven't been bothering him to take me, because he's been kind enough to take me grocery shopping, take me to doctor's appointments, whatever I need. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be the bus for me out to Social Security. So I'm going to have to figure that whole plan out. So, yeah, while I'm waiting for all that to come together, I need help. I know a lot of you guys have helped me. A lot of you guys have helped me a few times, throwing me a few bucks here and there. And God knows, it's been awesome that you have. But I'm still in need. So I need, in the next 4 days, I need to get $650. So, whatever y'all can do. Whatever y'all can do. Anyway, I think that's it for this update. There have been a few subjects that have come up in conversation with some of my friends that I may do some broadcasts about. Because there's information I think that needs to get out there. And there's points of view that people have that, I hate to say it, need to be corrected. And there's too much of people just parroting what they read or see from the media, or from their friends, or from whatever celebrities they admire. I really, we'll get into all that. But anyway, I think that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for, I really need to tell you guys how you can help. Not just go, hey, please help, but tell you how you can help. All right, so, Patreon. If you want to set up a monthly donation, you can go to patreon.com/Caermon. And you can set up a donation there for as little as $5 a month. And you can set that up so you don't have to worry about it again. And then you become a patron. And if I'm ever able to set some stuff up for my patrons to get monthly, you'll be able to get that. Certain monthly prizes and whatnot. Ooh, there's an idea. Ooh, I just had an idea. Okay, so we'll maybe... where's my handy dandy notebook? There it is. Okay, handy dandy notebook. And that pen here. Mm-hmm. So one of the things you can do with Patreon is you can set things up so that your patrons get, blogs or podcasts before anybody else. So I may do that for you guys if you become a patron, which you can do for as little as $5 a month at patreon.com/Caermon. So, all right, that's good. That's good. You can also go to PayPal. At PayPal, I am Caermon@yahoo.com. And in case you don't know how to spell Caermon, it's Caermon. Okay, and let's see, you can also Cash App. If you download the Cash App to your phone, either Apple or Android, you can just send me money directly there. On Cash App, my name there is $Caermon. And finally, my friend Mary, bug me until I open up a GoFundMe account. And I will, that's rather a long URL. Yeah. It's rather a long URL, so I will post that under the video on both YouTube and Facebook. So I think that's it. I know this has kind of been a wild and wacky update, but I'm kind of in a wild and wacky mood. Don't ask me why. When I'm feeling good, I generally feel good, and I'm happy that I feel good. So when I start getting tired, or just don't feel well at all, depression kind of lurks around the corners. So when I'm feeling good, I do my best to beat the hell out of depression. Right, bub? Yeah, he says right. All right, so like I said, that's it. Again, finally, that really is it. Thank you for all your help, for those who helped. Thank you for thinking of me, for those who haven't helped yet, but are going to. So please, 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 help me out. All right, y'all be cool.
Everybody be cool. You be cool.